Welcome to Dolly Talk. How is everybody doing? We are starting on the James Ogletree trial for the murder in a prison facility. We watched Anthony Cummings was also charged. He went to trial a couple weeks ago and was acquitted. He threw Ogletree under the bus, and it's looking like Ogletree now in his trial is kind of throwing Cummings under the bus. So it's a interesting contrast between the two to see how the strategies change between the defendants as well as the prosecutor. They've definitely changed things around a little bit. It's a big bus, yeah. Johnny's here, Texas. Yep. Johnny Thomas. Scott. Louise is here. And yes, I'm Nate. How are you, Louise? Oh, thank you so much for this. And I don't know why, but it changed my font again. Okay. Tracy, I think I said hi. Paul's here. I think I've said hi to everybody. Okay, so we are going to start on day 2, maybe. And some of it's like body cams. Some of them we've seen, but they also do like the interrogation of the defendant this time. It's a little bit different. How are you, Nidwow?
Anything on record? No, we're good.
Oh, look at him. He is all smiles on day 2. Boy. I mean, I don't know what there was I believe the verdicts happened. I'm not sure. So please no spoilers if it has, or, if possible. I've only seen parts of day 2, and what I've seen so far is the jury questions especially are very fascinating to me. They, in my opinion, they don't normally, usually it's hard to kind of tell. People kind of infer things on jury questions one way or the other. But listening to these jury questions, I think, has been very enlightening to there being at least one person on the jury who is very kind of wants to be the detective and wants to solve what happened themselves and figure it out themselves. They aren't waiting for the story to be told. But yeah, Augie there is just all smiles.
Thank you. Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for being here on time. I apologize. I'm running late. I had a sentencing that was more involved than I expected. When you have several people speaking, I can't cut them off, so I don't. But anyway, I think everyone was able to follow my instructions overnight, correct? Yes, good. Okay. Mr. Knippen, call your next witness.
Call Jimmy Potts, Your Honor.
Jimmy Potts.
Standing, please be raised right hand. Swear from the testimony you receive the truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
So help me God.
Please, water, heat, and touch you.
Everyone is late and pregnant.
Sir, would you please state your name, spell your last name for the record?
Jimmy Potts, Potts.
Where are you employed?
Department of Corrections, Lebanon Bay Prison.
Is the Lebanon Correctional Institution, is that here in Warren County, Ohio?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been employed with Lebanon Correctional Institution?
Just under 8 years.
What is your current position?
Corrections officer.
And what do your duties consist of as a correction officer?
My day to day, I am an emergency utility. I deal with the MAP program, court runs, assisting the backup officer for whatever reasons if somebody needs their property packed up.
What was your position back on December 7th of 2023?
I was a relief officer.
Could you explain to the jurors what does a relief officer do?
A relief officer doesn't have a specific bid spot where they go to every day for that specific job. I can go anywhere. I can pick where I go for that day, or I can roll the dice and see where somebody puts me.
Okay. And so if you go, then your responsibility is to be with the bid officer, whoever the bid officer is for that day at whatever block you go to.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Direct your attention to the morning of December 7th, 2023. Did you go and were you assigned to J block that morning?
Yes, sir.
Does that morning, do you recall what time you came on shift?
I clocked in about 5:30 a.m.
Does anything seem out of the ordinary for when you first clock in and go on shift that morning?
No, sir.
At approximately 7:41 in the morning, are you alerted to an issue at Marquise Weatherington's cell in 2J3?
Yes, sir.
How are you alerted to that location, sir?
An inmate coming back from chow returned up the range from 2J3 and then alerted me and my partner, Officer Lay at the time, that we needed to come check on an inmate.
Okay. And did you go up and respond to that location?
Yes, sir.
Describe for the jurors exactly what you saw.
I was second to one to walk into the cell right behind Officer Lay. First thing we noticed was a very pungent smell, very rough smell. And my partner attempted to gain the person's attention and see if he can get them to come to. They wouldn't move. They were very stiff. Their skin was dry, kind of clammy-ish, cold to the touch. And
Was anyone else in the cell?
no, sir.
So it was just you, Mr. Weatherington, and CO Officer Lay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Based on what you saw when you arrived and the fact that the inmate wasn't responding, was a medical emergency called?
It was.
What happens? What are you doing when that medical emergency is called?
I stayed with the inmate in the cell. I attempted to roll him over onto his back so that we could try to apply life-saving measures. It was difficult with how stiff he was and the way he was positioned on the top rack. I couldn't get him rolled over by myself.
What injuries, if any, could you see?
I noticed after we were able to get him off the top rack, I noticed a head wound that had a lot of blood coming out of it.
And when you were looking at the top rack while he was still on the top rack, were you able to observe any blood on the top bunk?
Yes, sir. There was a lot of blood everywhere.
Were the EMTs eventually called to respond?
Yes, sir.
And are you aware whether they pronounced Mr. Weatherington deceased at that point?
They did. They arrived a few minutes after they arrived. They pronounced him deceased.
Mr. Weatherington was then transported to the prison infirmary?
Yes, sir.
Sir, at the time that you responded, were you wearing a body-worn camera?
I was.
And does it capture the events from the time that you got into that cell?
Government, I think a minute or so after when I was after I had entered the cell, when I activated it, it went back a couple minutes.
Okay. And you've had an opportunity to previously review that footage from your body-worn camera. Is that correct?
Correct.
Does it fairly and accurately capture the events that were occurring in Mr. Weatherington's cell on December 7th, 2023?
Very accurately.
Grant permission to play the video.
Proceed.
So assuming this doesn't get too graphic, just these body cams, it's not pleasant. Let me go back a few seconds, just not to pause on that. So it's going to show the body here, and he's deceased, but it's not like from what I remember in the Ogletree, or sorry, from the Cummings trial, it wasn't too graphic. So I'm going to show assuming it doesn't get worse, I'm going to show the body and the body cam view from the officers. When it comes to the autopsy, I think I'm just going to skip that because it felt a little too much.
Yep. He was laying there freezing out. We all thought he was asleep.
He's murdered? Look. Sir, shit.
I need gloves. I need gloves.
One glove. One glove.
Down in the right hand drawer, I need gloves.
Just one glove.
Yeah. Come down!
Oh, oh!
You have an extra pair?
Guess nurses do have weak stomachs at times.
I'm trying. He's. You guys got gloves? Oh, I got this on. The blood's fresh.
We gotta do this.
No, yeah. Where do you want me to put them?
Sir, let me ask you, I paused it for just a second. Was his body extremely stiff at the time that you were
When we first started trying to move him, he was extremely stiff. Some like his arms started loosening up a little bit as we were trying to move him.
okay, is that what made it extremely difficult to get him positioned and off of that top bunk?
Yes, sir.
I always get you around. We gotta put him stand up here.
That's good.
What's he coming here? Be careful. You got it on? Got that light on. They made it get which they didn't have another officer doing it. Yeah. You need help getting them out of here.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, she got it.
Hey, hold on, hands off.
We gotta get him down.
I got you. All right, hey, if you need to, hey, let's get him off the bed. Hey, can we take the defibrillator off for now or no?
I try to get shock left. So we're moving back, get down flat surface? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just. Hang on. We're going now, we'll wait.
Yeah. All right. I don't know how to get him off the top rash.
Just grab his arms. Just grab his arms. Here, grab his upper torso. Hold on. I know. Yeah.
God, his poor family's there watching this a second time.
The fuck?
Hey, Ella.
Can somebody, would you get a bag or bag of? There you go. Look at it. Okay. Do the compression. Bag, yeah. Yeah, can you hold this here? Yeah, here. What? You do it right now? She want to load? Okay. She want to load. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna try to be drugs in the wall here. Whenever you're ready.
It went into rigor mortis like that.
And the sister, anything, blood everywhere.
Brad.
Yeah, try to. Over here? Yeah, probably. It's been left up. Can you put that? Yeah,
Sir, did that video fairly and accurately capture the life-saving efforts that were made to try to revive Mr. Wetherington at that point?
Yes, sir.
And did those efforts continue for another 10 minutes or so until the EMTs arrived and eventually pronounced Mr. Wetherington deceased?
Yes, sir.
I want to ask you about one other thing. There's been some discussion about the size of the cell. Let me ask you, have you responded to different fights that have occurred inside cells, such as the one there in 2J3?
Yes, sir.
And have you responded where there have been multiple people fighting inside of one cell?
Yes, sir.
How many people have you personally responded to with people fighting inside of the cell?
4.
Okay, so different times 4 people could be fighting in one cell at one time?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Really?
I have nothing further, Your Honor. Cross.
Thank you, Your Honor.
4 people in one cell.
Officer Potts, I apologize. I missed it. How long have you been an employee at Lebanon NCI?
Just under 8 years.
Okay. And in that time, Mr. Knippen just asked you about responding to fights.
Yes, sir.
How many times would you estimate that you've done that?
I've lost count, sir.
So fair to say it happens all the time?
A lot. Yes, sir.
Okay. Fair to say there's a good amount of violence at Lebanon NCI?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're talking about fights. Does it ever escalate beyond fights?
Yes.
Okay, so we're talking about like stabbings.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You responded to homicides before?
That was my first one.
Okay. Have you since this date?
No, sir.
Okay. But fair to say there's a good amount of violence in the facility.
Yes, sir.
The gangs in the facility.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Mr. Knippen asked you about the size of the cell, right? Looked like, am I correct in saying that there's the beds against the wall and then there's a shelf to the side of the beds?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think we saw some pictures earlier of you standing in the cell. It's when there's a couple people in there, it's pretty tight. Fair to say?
Sure.
Okay. And you guys actually removed Mr. Wetherington's body from the cell in order to have kind of more room to operate.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Had you ever had any interactions with my client, Mr. Ogletree?
Not much. Just mainly day-to-day stuff.
Okay. And when you responded to the cell, Mr. Wetherington, was he already on his side? Was he face down? How was he positioned on the bed?
He was face down.
Face down on the bed? Okay. And then you and Officer Lay kind of moved him to his side?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you said face down, completely, no response, no signs of life, anything like that. Okay. Did you get on the radio? Did you get a call from another guard, or how did you become aware of this situation?
An inmate coming back from chow came and told us from up top of second range.
Okay. Told you specifically, or you were with them?
Please.
Hollered down to my partner, Officer Lay.
Okay. Okay. So you're down there, kind of getting started for the day, and somebody yells down, "Hey, you need to come up here. There's something wrong."
Yes, sir.
Do you remember who that was that did that?
I believe inmate Glenn.
Okay. And so the cells themselves, if you had to estimate how wide is one of the cells at Lebanon NCI?
I believe it's about 4 feet or so.
Okay. And the doors, right? So they're on like a train, they slide open and shut.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When that door shuts, is that flush? Just to say, I mean, is there a little gap in between that you might be able to see or hear through?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know, it looks like there's a kind of a narrow window on every cell door. Do you know how wide that window is?
Probably about 4 to 5 inches.
Okay. So pretty narrow.
Yes, sir.
In your personal experience, right? If you come up to a cell, you look through the window, there's a couple people in there. I mean, is it easy to tell what's going on?
Can be.
Okay. Could I have just a moment, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Any redirect? No, Your Honor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions for Corrections Officer Potts, please do this from the writing. Remember, my instructions do not discuss or display any proposed questions with any other member of the jury.
Okay.
Mr. Potts, the members of the jury have just a few questions, and I'll read them. You'll answer them, and then the attorneys may have some.
Why
follow-ups.
did you
Yes,
not
sir.
check
Yes,
he
sir.
was dead?
What inmate alerted you to go into 2J3?
I believe, if I remember correctly, his name was inmate Glenn.
Was the victim's rack the top or the bottom rack?
The victim's rack was the top rack.
Why was it ordered to turn the cameras off?
No order for turning the cameras off was given. It was to turn the cameras on to activate them, turn them red.
Were the victim's pants off or on?
They were on.
Did he have a cellmate?
Yes, he did.
What was the location of the cellmate at the time you were called?
I believe he was at rec. I don't remember seeing him come back into the block.
Where was he at lockdown? The
Yeah.
cellmate.
The night before,
No, the lockdown. I'm guessing the lockdown that was ordered at the time that you went into the cell.
a good chunk of the block was at rec at the time. When they came back from chow, they were called the chow and gym rec. That is where I believe the cellmate was at.
What was the white string or thin rope around the inmate's leg when he was being moved from the rack?
I honestly do not know.
Was the smell from the cell strong enough to smell on the range?
Not that I can recall. I don't remember smelling it prior to entering the cell.
Did you notice blood dripping from the top rack?
I did not.
Second question about the white string. What was the shoestring around his legs? You don't know?
No.
Was his roommate in the cell when you entered the room?
No.
And again, another question about the rope. And another question about where the cellmate was. All right, you've answered that. All right. Any questions?
Not based on those, Your Honor.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so you may step down. Thank you. Next witness, please.
They will call Jason Addison.
Okay, this guy's the roommate, I believe.
Step up here to the witness. Yeah.
Good Lord, this guy's body posture looks like me the first time I got turned down asking out a girl.
Standing problem. Just water if you need it. I get cuffs back here his right hand. I swear from the testimony of these proceedings, the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, self God. I see water there.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
Please.
Could you please tell us your name and spell your last name?
Addison, Addison, Addison. Okay, and I'm gonna have you keep your voice up, Mr. Addison, so that jurors, even all the way in the back, can hear you, okay? How old are you?
24.
And
That's it.
you're currently incarcerated in the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
You're up at Toledo Correctional?
Yes, ma'am.
You need to keep your voice up, sir, please.
And what are you in prison for?
Robbery.
And that was a conviction from back in like 2020?
Yes, ma'am. 2019.
Okay. And I want to turn your attention back to December 6th of 2023. What institution were you housed at back in December of 2023?
Lab.
Lebanon Correctional?
Yeah.
What cell block were you in on December 6th of 2023?
J. John.
And do you remember what cell you were in?
Not really, no.
Were you a cellmates with a individual by the name of Marquise Weatherington?
Yes, ma'am.
How long had you been cellmates with Mr. Weatherington on December 6th?
Like a day and a half
So not very long.
Mhm.
Where had you been before that?
in a hole.
So you come out of the hole and you get moved into a cell with Mr. Weatherington. Tell the jury about that day and a half with Mr. Weatherington. Do you talk to him much? Do you learn anything about him? Do you get along with him?
He showed me pictures of his family, pictures of his kids. He was talking about going home and stuff like that.
Did you get in any disagreements with Mr. Weatherington while you were housed with him?
No.
Did you know him prior to being in a cell with him?
No, ma'am.
What were the sleeping arrangements? We've seen pictures and videos that there's like a bunk bed. Who slept where?
I slept on the bottom. He slept on the top.
And I'm going to show you a picture.
Just
Can I approach, Your Honor?
Please,
I'm going to show you this picture and just ask if you
put the
recognize
number on it, please.
State's Exhibit. Do you recognize what's in that picture?
Yeah.
Okay. And is that a picture of your cell?
Yes, ma'am.
And does it fairly and accurately represent what your cell looked like in December of 2023? Like the layout? Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Just Ms. Schlim is picking up everything you say. So
Yeah,
you
you
can
need
throw
to
it
answer
out.
verbally, and again, you need to, I know it's early, but you need to keep your voice up so the people in the back of the courtroom can hear you, okay, sir?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, permission to publish.
Yes, please.
So this is what your cell looked like, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So when we're talking about the bunk beds, you slept here on the bottom?
Yeah.
And this was Mr. Weatherington's?
Yes, ma'am.
What are we looking, what's right here?
Like a desk.
Okay, and does it have some like shelves in it?
Yeah.
And then there's a toilet up here at the front, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And whoever's taking this picture is standing outside your cell? Is this your door?
Yeah.
Okay. Did Mr. Weatherington ever express concerns to you that he was having problems with anybody on the block or anything like that?
No.
All right, let's start it on December 6th. You go to chow. What time would you go to chow in the afternoon? Do you remember?
Like 5:30.
Did anything happen at chow on the evening of December 6th?
Yeah, I went to chow. My friend came up to me and told me that he was having problems with my celly's having problems with somebody.
Your Honor,
Getting
I'm
involved in it.
going to object to
May we approach?
Yes.
I'm guessing it'll be overruled. Present sense impression or effect on the
Addison,
listener.
somebody approached. Go ahead, Mr. Addison. Somebody approached you and said what?
And my friend came to me and told me that my celly was having problems with somebody not getting involved in it.
Okay. And so what do you do when you leave chow?
Go back to the block.
Do you return to your cell?
I go into the phone room to call my family.
Did you intentionally avoid your cell based on what you had heard at chow?
Yeah, I wasn't trying to get involved in it.
At some point, did you go back to your cell that evening?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened before you went back to your cell? What caused you to go back to your cell?
I went down to the day room, and somebody came to me and told me that you might want to go check on your celly. We just beat his ass.
And who was that told you that?
I don't know what his name is.
Did you know by a nickname? You just don't know his real name?
No.
Did you know that individual?
Not like that, no.
So did you go back again, or did that cause you to go back to your cell?
Yeah, I eventually went back to my cell. I told him I ain't got nothing to do with that. And I eventually went back to my cell, yeah.
What did you find when you went back into your cell?
There was a board in the window. There's a board in the window, and I opened the door. I knocked on the door because I didn't know somebody was in the bathroom or like what was going on. I opened the door, and whenever I opened the door, the light was off. I went in there. I turned the light on. My cellie was on the floor.
Well, you said there was a board in the window, and you knocked first. Is it common in prison to cover the window if you're using the restroom?
Yeah.
So that alone wasn't alarming to you.
No.
And where was your cellie at?
On the floor.
And what condition was he in?
He was stretched out on the floor.
Sounds good, Thomas.
He
I
ain't
get
had
it.
no pants on.
Was he moving?
No, that I didn't pay. No.
Did he say anything to you?
No.
And you said he didn't have his pants on?
No.
Did he have a shirt on?
I don't know. I don't remember.
What else did you notice about your cell?
There was some blood in there on the floor. And I just walked back out the cell and went back downstairs.
Did you alert a CO?
No.
Why not?
It's just time of the month.
I was scared, to be honest. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to handle the situation
Why were you scared?
because I didn't want to get beat up. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't want that to happen to me. So I didn't say nothing. I wasn't trying to get involved, like I said.
Okay. The individual that told you needed to go check on your cellie, do you have contact with that individual again?
Yes, ma'am.
And when does that happen?
Whenever I went back downstairs, I don't remember if I went to the phone, got on the phone, or if I went back downstairs, but yeah.
He came back and talked to you?
Yes, ma'am.
And what did you do after that?
He was asking me if my cellie okay, and I kept telling him I don't want nothing to do with that. Please stop coming up to me. And he said, will you go up there and clean it up? I'm telling him, no, I'm not cleaning nothing up. Like, I don't have nothing to do with it. And yeah.
Did you eventually return to your cell with that individual?
Yes, ma'am.
And
I felt bad for real. So I'm just like, he was like, will you at least go in there with me and help him? And I did. I went in there with him.
so what happens when you get back in the cell with that other person?
He walked in, flipped him over, saying his name, trying to like get him to like wake up, and poured some water on him. And
Did any of that make Mr. Wetherington respond?
I don't think so, no.
And you said you
Not that I
flipped,
could tell
think
for
so?
real.
okay. You said you flipped him over. Was he face down?
I didn't flip him over, but
He was flipped over.
yeah,
Was he face down?
yes, ma'am.
And then he was rolled over, and nothing makes him become responsive. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. What happens next?
He put some pants on him, and I was like, is he okay? He was like, yeah, he's just knocked out.
Well, he was.
So the other individual puts pants on him. Do you leave him on the floor?
No, he asked me, he said, can you help him out of the floor? And I did. I helped him out of the floor. I did do that.
Okay. And so when you are getting Mr. Wetherington off the floor, does he assist in that process at all? Does
Yeah.
Mr. Wetherington climb up onto his bed by himself?
No.
So you and the other person in the cell, do you put Mr. Wetherington on his rack?
Yes, ma'am. I tried to help him up into his bed out of the floor.
And how did you do that?
I grabbed his legs. He grabbed the upper, like,
Did Mr. Wetherington ever say anything to you during that process?
no, ma'am.
Did he ever move or resist being moved up to the top rack?
Not that I was, no.
I'm sorry.
Said no, not that I remember.
At some point that evening, do you make some phone calls?
Yes, ma'am.
Who do you call?
My girlfriend at the time.
And did you talk to her about what you had seen in your cell?
Yes, ma'am. I didn't know what to do. I told her I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to handle the situation. Like I said, I wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying, get involved. I really wasn't. So,
And you're aware that those phone calls are recorded, is that correct?
yes, ma'am.
And you have briefly reviewed that phone call, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And your voice and your girlfriend's voice are on it?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, permission to place State's Exhibit 86.
And may we approach?
Yes.
Prosecutor just gave birth. And of course, David comes in here and asks that. The nipple lawyer comes in to ask that. He specializes in nipple law.
That water's for you if you want to drink. So,
Well, that's nice of you.
With Global Telling, my voice is my password.
Global Telling, my voice is my password.
Word.
Your current balance is
So when you make a call from the prison,
What's
you
his
have
balance,
to go through
ma'am?
all of this stuff to be able to use the phone, correct? You do some verbal prompts that gives you some information, and then the call starts. Is that fair?
$2.80. Please enter the area. Please hold. Please wait while your call is being connected. You have 255 minutes remaining. Please hold. Hello. This call is from a DRC correctional facility and is subject to all calls to communicate are strictly prohibited in a violation of DRC policy. Thank you for using GTL. Thank you for using GTL. Hold on, man.
Hi, babe.
Babe,
Yeah.
listen to me, bro. These bitch ass niggas just went myself and fuck myself up, bro. You hear me? Bree,
Yeah, I'm hearing you, bro. I wasn't in the background.
these niggas don't fucking went myself. Fuck myself. Yeah, that nigga's not moving or not talking nothing. Like,
Check him.
I don't know how to check
Thank
him.
you, David.
Okay. Tap on his shoulder. Stand back a little
He's
bit.
not moving at all, bro.
He's knocked out. Okay. Check his pulse. Take your two fingers, your pointer finger and your middle finger, and right below his jawline. You know where the corridor artery is? You know, in the neck. People check pulse on my TV and cop shows. If you don't, check his wrist for his pulse. Just listen, feel for a heartbeat. Don't use your thumb.
Hey, listen. Did you get that?
Do what the fuck I said.
Do it. What the fuck is you talking about?
Check his pulse.
I'm about to call you back, bro.
Check his pulse.
Will you do that for me?
Check his pulse. Check his pulse. Thank you for using GTL.
Goodbye.
So you made this call on the evening of December 6th after you had been in your cell and seen Mr. Weatherington. Is that correct?
Oh,
About 8:07 p.m. That sound about right?
Probably. I don't remember.
Did you do what your girlfriend advised and check Mr. Weatherington for a pulse?
Yeah, but I didn't know how to do it. I don't know how to do that. So I did try.
You don't know how to check somebody's pulse? Really? I can't even do the wrist thing, but you can at least just do two fingers under the carotid.
I don't know what to do though.
The individual that you spoke with in the day room and that went back into your cell with you to check on Mr. Weatherington, did you know that individual is BJ?
Oh, thank you, Wendy.
I don't know.
You're so
You
sweet.
don't know his name at all?
No, I don't know his name.
Thank you for becoming a new member.
At any point, did you ever alert a corrections officer? Tell the jury about that.
At like 10:30, whenever the third shift came in, I tried to alert the CO that was working when we did his first round, and I put my hands up like this, and I was like, "Will you please help my cellie?" And he just kept walking. So
Did you try again?
No.
Did the COs keep coming back
Oh,
on their rounds?
yeah, they do rounds.
But you didn't try again to alert a CO?
Um,
Why not?
okay. So yeah, she keeps walking away from the mic, which is why it gets quiet. And I think my audio enhancer tries to fix it. So it wasn't an issue with my audio enhancer, but it was actual court audio that sucked.
I didn't think so, honestly. I didn't know what to do. Like,
Through the night, did Mr. Weatherington ever speak to you?
no, man.
Did he ever move that you're aware of?
I didn't pay attention. No.
You didn't continue to check on him through the night?
I prayed over him, but like I didn't know what was going on, to be honest. I don't know. I ain't never been through nothing like that, so I just.
So let's talk about the morning. December 7th.
That's
Wake up.
That's whenever I knew something was really wrong. Whenever he didn't get up and go to breakfast, I went to breakfast, and whenever I came back, there was already COs was in my cell. I was gonna alert a CO again whenever I came back from breakfast because I knew something was really wrong then.
And why did you know something was really wrong?
Because he didn't get up and go to breakfast.
Did you check on him in the morning?
I
Like, did you?
didn't touch him or nothing. No.
Ooh. Okay. Thank you, David, for the $5 super chat. Wendy, you can insult Sal all you want in super chat form. And he really likes to talk about the things that go on at night in prisons. Oh God, should not have brought that up yesterday. Thank you, David.
Do you take anything out of your cell in the morning?
Man, my cover had blood on it. I threw my cover in the trash.
And where had that cover been?
On the floor.
Was it on your floor when you left in the afternoon of December 6th to go to chow?
No, it
Where was it at that time?
was on my bed.
But when you came back, it was on the floor?
So he
Why
likes
didn't you
to.
tell anybody in the morning when you went to chow? Why were you going to wait until you came back?
Because I didn't know somebody was watching me.
What do you mean?
I didn't know somebody was trying to like get to me, like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I don't know.
So you thought somebody could have been watching you to see if you were going to tell?
Yeah. I just wasn't trying to end up like that. That's what.
So he likes to talk about making Pruno. MLS. Yes. Thank you, Wendy.
Were you familiar on J Block with an inmate by the name of James Ogletree?
No.
Well, and yes, of course he went to breakfast after he woke up. I mean, it is the most important meal of the day.
You didn't know him either?
No.
Was the person that spoke to you in the day room and that accompanied you back to your cell, is that the individual sitting in the courtroom today, or is it somebody different?
No, man.
Not the individual sitting here today?
No.
If I could have a moment, Your Honor.
Yes.
So you said you don't know Mr. Ogletree, correct?
No, man.
So you never had any beef with Mr. Ogletree? You never gotten any altercations with Mr. Ogletree? You would have you have nothing against Mr. Ogletree.
No, man.
And the individual that you had seen that had talked to you in the day room and that went back to your cell with you, you didn't know that individual particularly, did you?
No, I was only in the block for like a day and a half.
So you didn't have any beef with that individual?
No.
Or any problems with him?
No, man.
I have nothing further.
Cross.
Oh, God damn it, guys. Thank you, David. Yeah, with Sal, you get what you pay for. With Hella, it's fun in the moment, but then you regret spending so much for so little. It's like going to a strip club. Thank you, David. Jesus.
Mr. Addison, my name is Andrew Brenner. I represent the defendant. So you had indicated that you had been in the hole up to the day before this happened.
Yes, sir.
In the hole, is that a term for like segregated housing?
Yeah.
Is that like something that is imposed as like a disciplinary measure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What happened for you to be in the hole?
I was out of place.
Out of place. What does that mean?
Like, I wasn't where I was supposed to be at a certain time. I wasn't in my cell.
Okay. And you said you were now at Toledo Correctional.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How long have you been in Toledo?
Like 3 months, 2
Okay.
months.
And do you know, is Toledo a higher or lower security level than Lebanon?
Yeah, it's higher.
It's higher. Did something happen to raise your score to get you moved to that facility?
Yeah, the institution charged me because I didn't report it. I got an extra 2 years on my sentence because I didn't report the situation.
With your cellmate?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Wendy.
so you indicated that you returned to your cell and there was board up.
Yeah.
And when you say a board, like what are we talking about? Is it something that kind of everybody has?
Like a shirt. Like
Something to cover up the window.
Yeah.
Get a little privacy. How big is the window to the cell?
I don't know. Like, I can't really do it with my hands.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, you're handcuffed, right? Is it like as wide as a cell door?
No, it's not that big.
I mean, is it narrow? Kind of narrow and tall?
Yeah.
Okay. And so use like a shirt or a blanket or something to cover it up to, stop people from looking in?
Yeah.
Okay. So you came in, you indicated that Mr. Weatherington is on the floor, no pants on, and there was board up on the window or a cover on the window. Okay. And you said he wasn't responsive at all,
No.
moaning or moving around or
Not
anything?
whenever I was in there, no.
Okay. Did you go and get help to get him back up on his bed or what happened then?
Whenever I came back out of my cell, I went downstairs and one of the dudes came up to me and asked me, is my cellie all right? And I kept telling him I don't got nothing to do with that. And he asked me, he's like, well, can you clean it up? And I said, no, I'm not about to clean nothing up. It's not like I don't got nothing to do with it. And he was like, well, will you at least go in there and help him, like, see if he's all right and stuff. And then that's whenever I went in there and try to help him about the floor and stuff.
So you and another inmate, that inmate had been asking you about your cellie. You went up to clean everything up.
Yeah.
And was that individual Mr. Ogletree?
No, sir.
Okay. And so the two of you kind of get him dressed and put him in bed. Is that right?
Yeah, I didn't get him dressed or nothing, but yeah.
Okay. And did you leave kind of the board or the cover up on the window while this is going on?
No.
Okay. I know you said you only were in the cell with him for about a day and a half. But it looks like from the pictures and stuff that we've seen, that Mr. Weatherington wasn't exactly a little dude. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it hard to get him up on his rack?
Not for real, no.
Okay. And just the two of you did that?
Yeah.
All right. Do you remember? I mean, was he breathing at that time?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know.
I gotcha. But so you guys put him up on his bed. Did you put him on his back, face down? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay. Did anyone talk to you about your testimony here today?
No.
Okay. And do you remember, obviously, I know you don't have a watch or anything. How long after chow did this other individual come up to you and start asking about your cellie?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Okay. I mean, did it seem like real quick or had it been a little bit?
It was a while because I was on the phone.
Okay. So you were just kind of avoiding your cell because you had heard that stuff was going down in there.
Yeah.
And then this individual comes up to you like, hey, is he okay? Is he okay? And I mean, did he seem worried?
Yeah.
All right.
I never had no interactions with him, though.
With who?
Mr. Ogletree, I never had no interactions with him or nothing.
Okay. But the guy that was it, I know the prosecutor asked you, was it BJ?
I don't know what his name is.
All right. But he seemed worried.
Yeah.
Concerned?
Yeah.
And he wanted to clean everything up?
Yeah, he was wanting to help him. He was nervous. I don't know. He was just like, I don't know.
Okay. So you guys get him dressed, you get him up in bed. Was there blood on the floor of the cell?
There was blood in there.
All right. And somebody cleaned that up?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. And when you come in, he's face down. Right, Mr. Weatherington? Okay. And you said not responsive.
Yeah, he wasn't. That I could tell, no.
Okay. So you had mentioned that you didn't alert anybody when you went to chow or breakfast in the morning because you were worried someone might be looking for you or coming after you.
Yeah.
Why would you be worried about that?
Because
Could there be consequences if, you told on somebody in prison?
yeah,
They call that snitching.
yeah.
What would the consequences for that be?
I don't know. Probably tried to kill me.
Okay. So it's that serious.
Yeah.
All right. Is there a culture of, I mean, you want to keep your mouth shut, right?
Yeah.
All right. Is there a culture of not cooperating with investigators or law enforcement?
Yeah.
Because you can get in trouble for that too, right?
That's why I cooperated.
Okay.
I'm not trying to do life for somebody else or get no extra time. I already got extra time for some shit that I didn't even do. So
You mean with this?
yeah, they gave me extra time. They gave me extra 2 years on my sentence, and I didn't even do nothing.
Oof.
I got you.
So 2 years for, I guess, not reporting that his cellmate was dying or dead. And I believe, Texas, that the person who comes to him and says he's concerned for the cellmate was Cummings. And then Cummings was the one who like went to the cell and helped him up and everything.
Are there gangs in prison?
Yeah,
Yeah. Were you or are you a member of a gang?
used to be.
Which one?
And this is interesting.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
Were you a member of the Gangster Disciples? Okay.
A little
How
scared
long were
there.
you in Lebanon Correctional?
4 years.
In that time, did you see fights,
Yes, sir.
violence?
Yes, sir.
How often would that kind of stuff happen?
On a daily basis.
Daily basis? So it's pretty much all the time?
Yeah.
All right. So is it fair to say you got to look out for yourself?
It's a violent environment.
I'm sorry, what was that?
It's a violent environment.
Violent environment? Yeah. Is it more or
Yeah,
less violent?
I used to be a GD, but I'm not no more.
Okay. Did you say you used to be a GD?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say it's more or less violent than other prisons that you've been in?
What, live?
Yep.
Yeah,
Which one? More or less?
more.
More? Okay. And so fair to say violence is happening all the time
Yes, sir.
and there's gangs everywhere. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is the reason, why would someone join a gang in prison?
Mm,
Is it for protection?
protection, benefits, stuff like that.
Okay.
Maybe it's who you're loyal to. I don't know.
And is it fair to say that you need protection because of how violent the prison is?
For some people, yeah.
And so you're seeing violence on a daily basis. Is that right? And there's a culture where, you know, you can have consequences for snitching or telling on somebody. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Could I just a moment, Your Honor?
Yes.
Your Honor, I don't have any further questions.
Any redirect?
Very briefly. Trooper Creech of the Ohio State Highway Patrol, did he talk to you on December 7th?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you voluntarily talk to him?
Yes, ma'am.
Why did you talk to him?
I felt bad about what happened, and because like I'm not trying to get no, I'm trying to go home. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm tired of this shit, honestly. And I'm an honest person. You know what I'm saying? So try to be honest.
I have no further questions.
Any recross?
Did Trooper Creech talk to you before your testimony today?
No, sir.
Okay. And you said that, you know, you wanted to talk to Trooper Creech to make sure that you didn't get any more time or get in trouble. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So fair to say you're motivated to stay out of trouble, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah, I got you. No further questions.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions for Mr. Addison, please reduce them to writing. Do not discuss or display any proposed question with other members of the jury. you. And you'll- All right, Mr. Addison, the members of the
Crap, I'm muted. Okay. Yeah. Does it count if I read a super chat if I'm muted? I've never been to a strip club. I'd try it. Thank you, Wendy, very much. Yes, it's my fault. It's always my fault.
jury have a few questions. I'm going to read them to you and you'll answer them. And then the attorneys may have
Thank
some
you, guys.
follow-up for you, okay? All right. Who was your cellmate before Mr. Weatherington?
I don't remember, to be honest. I was in the house.
Were you placed in lockdown after the incident?
Yeah.
Are you scared to testify today?
Yeah, like,
Can you identify the individual that came up to you to ask you about Mr. Weatherington from pictures?
yeah.
Did anyone put rope around Weatherington's legs?
Not that I know of.
Was the smell bad in your cell?
Kind of, yeah. I smell something.
Did anyone tell you to keep quiet?
Yeah.
Who?
One of the dudes.
Did anyone cover the victim up with a blanket after you helped put him on his bunk?
I don't remember.
Did you tuck him into bed at
In
night?
such a small cell, how did only two of you get him to the top bunk?
I don't know.
Did you notice a smell in your cell coming from Mr. Weatherington?
Yeah, the next one.
That's the question. If you do not know the person who assisted you in the cell, can you be sure it was not Mr. Ogletree?
You know what it was, the Ogletree.
Did you know Vincent Wicker? Or do you know Vincent Wicker?
Yeah.
Was he the person who told you to check on your cellie?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Did he warn you to stay away from the cell?
I don't remember.
Was the blood cleaned from the floor by someone?
No, sir, not that I know of.
All right. Any questions based on the jury's questions?
I'm going to show you what's been marked as case exhibit 47 and ask if you recognize the individual in that photograph.
Yes, ma'am.
And who is the individual in that photograph? Even if you don't know their name, how do you know them?
Because they came up to me. That's the person who came up to me.
Real quick. So he fingered Cummings, phrasing, during Cummings' trial is the one that came up to him, right? I'm not misremembering that. But now he says he doesn't know who it was. This is sus.
And came up to you and did what?
And I need to help clean it up and stuff.
And to check on your cellie?
Yeah.
You're under permission to publish briefly?
Okay. Go ahead.
That's the individual who asked you to check on your cellie and helped you move Mr. Weatherington.
Yes, ma'am.
No further questions.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Addison, you're excused. You may step down, sir.
Thank you.
Defense attorney
All right.
could point that out, or like you testified at a prior hearing. They could say something like that. But I don't know if, well, one, I don't know if they have a transcript. It was a couple weeks ago. They probably didn't. It's not that big of a trial. I mean, it's not like the Karen Reed trial or, Alec Baldwin trial where they're doing transcripts nightly or whatever. And both sides have missed things I've noticed where something like in the first trial was said, and it's kind of a little bit different this time. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's almost 10:30, so we're going to go ahead and take our morning break now for 15 minutes. I think the next witness is going to be a little bit longer. So at this time, remember my instructions, do not discuss anything about the case with anyone along. Anyone discussing with you in your presence. Go ahead and stretch your legs and we'll be back in about 15 minutes.
All right. Yeah, prison surveillance video. I imagine it'll be 25 minutes, and then we'll put Kyle's fonts on. I forgot about Mr.
No, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
We did find one additional one, Andrew, in the first interview.
He says he's been in there for 6 years.
Yeah, and he said he'd been in there for 6
I know.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, we tried to cut out anything that was
Appreciate that.
to it.
Okay, anything else?
Nope.
All right, very much.
So,
Thank you, please be.
Raise your right hand, please. You swear from testimony you're going to proceed with the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. See, water, eat, and such.
Thank you.
Sir, would you please state your name, spell your last name for the record.
Eric Kerner, Kerner,
Where are you employed?
Lebanon Correctional,
How long have you been employed with Lebanon Correctional?
since January of 2005.
What's your current position?
Investigator,
What do your duties consist of as an investigator?
liaison between the institution and outside agencies, contraband and interdiction, and misdemeanors.
And as part of your duties, are you able to access and do you have working knowledge of the prison surveillance system?
Yes,
Does Lebanon Correctional Institution maintain surveillance video recordings as part of its regular business activities?
yes,
And are you one of the people that is responsible for operating that system?
yes.
Can you explain to the jury how the surveillance videos are routinely recorded, saved, and stored at the institution?
They are continuously monitored, stored for approximately 30 days. Various angles throughout the institution, all different parts of the institution.
And are those videos stored on a secure server?
Yes,
Are the videos made at the time of the events that they are recording? I mean, is it capturing the event in real time?
yes.
Okay. Approximately how many cameras does the prison have?
I would guess over 600,
And is every video downloaded to the server and kept forever?
not forever,
Okay, and why not?
due to space.
Okay, and you said most videos last approximately 30 days, is that right?
Yes.
And then after 30 days, is it recorded over?
Yes,
Okay. How is video then preserved at Lebanon Correctional?
it would be saved to the server. The clip that you're specifically looking for would be saved.
Okay, and so somebody has to go in and specifically save certain clips or portions of videos.
Yes, sir.
And that's one of your functions at the prison?
Yes,
And then as part of your duties also, you can access and download and provide those portions of the video to law enforcement, is that right?
yes,
In this case, was surveillance video recorded on December 6th, 2023 and December 7th, 2023 of the J Block area at Lebanon Correctional Institution.
yes,
I want to talk to you about State's Exhibit 46, which is the thumb drive that contains those videos. You previously had an opportunity to review those videos, is that right?
yes,
And does it contain the videos that you were able to download and provide to the Ohio State Highway Patrol that were captured on those days?
yes.
Your Honor, if we could play or show State's Exhibit 46, the different video angles. Okay.
The first.
Okay, and so if you could get us into the red part, just so it comes on the screen a little bit, and then pause right there. If you could explain to the jury what we're looking at in State's Exhibit 46, and this is portion 1. What are we looking at here?
The top left camera is capturing all the footage from the front of J Block on the first range. The top right camera is capturing all the footage of J Block from the front of range 2. And then the bottom left is capturing the video of the phone rooms on range 1 and 2.
Okay, so let's talk about that. When you're talking about the phone rooms, is that this room here and this room here?
Yes,
Okay, and so inside each of those doors is what?
phones,
Okay, and inmates are allowed to, if it's dayroom time, they're allowed to go in and access the phones?
correct.
Are there any cameras actually capturing what is occurring in either of the phone rooms?
No.
Okay. And this video looks like it was preserved from approximately 4 o'clock, 4:08 through, if we can slide down. Approximately 7:01, is that right?
Yes.
Why did you capture and preserve those times?
4 o'clock is our standing count, so the officers would have been walking by that cell at the time. And then another video that is saved was started at 7 o'clock, so this one went to 7:01, just to show the environment of the block and the different angles that is closest to the scene.
So you captured these 3 angles from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. This is first range, view of the second range, and this is the phone room. So we have that from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And then specifically from 7 o'clock on, did you focus on the video from the second range?
Yes,
And that is recording and saved on a separate clip. Is that right?
yes.
We could go to that clip. And what are we looking at in this video, Mr. Kerr?
This is the front of the block on range 2.
Okay, so this is that same camera angle that was up in the top right-hand corner of the prior clip.
Yes.
Okay, and this goes from 7 o'clock on December 6th of 2023, all the way through the next day to the morning hours of December the 7th of 2023. Is that right?
Yes.
Why did you specifically try to capture this angle during that time period?
This angle is the best view of where the incident took place.
Okay, and in terms of where the incident took place, was it your understanding, based on the investigation, that the victim's cell was in 2J3, which would be around in this area? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so this was the best camera that captures anybody going in and out of 2J3.
Yes.
Okay. Is there, on the second range, is there another camera?
There is a camera in the back of the block that would face directly where we're looking from. So it's a just completely mirrored image.
Okay, so it would be somewhere back here,
Yes.
and it would be just looking this way.
Correct.
But it's a mirror image, captures everything that's occurring on range 2 there.
Yes.
We don't have that camera, we don't have that camera angle, is that correct?
Correct.
But again, anything that's captured pointing this way in terms of 2J3 is going to be captured from this camera angle that we do have pointing in the opposite direction.
Yes.
Okay. As I said, you've had an opportunity to review all of this video, is that right?
Yes.
And you're the one that downloaded it and provided it to the highways, the Ohio State Highway Patrol?
Yes.
Are the videos an accurate depiction of the events as they occurred on December 6th and December 7th of 2023?
Yes.
Does the camera system automatically time and date stamp the recordings as it was functioning, and was it functioning as expected?
Yes.
And so if the dates down here is December 6th at 7 o'clock, and you can see that up there as well, that is the actual time that it's capturing when the event is being captured.
Yes.
Sir, based on your knowledge of the system and the retrieval process, is this a fair and accurate copy of the original recording that was kept by Lebanon Correctional Institution?
Yes.
Has it been altered or deleted in any way?
No.
I know we're going to show the video with Trooper Creek, so I'm not going to go through and play the video with you. Okay, no further questions, Your Honor.
Any questions?
Just very briefly, Your Honor. Officer Kerner, you indicated you've been in LCI for 20 years.
Yes.
How long have you served as an investigator at that time?
5 years officially.
The last 5 years?
Yes.
Okay. And so fair to say you've investigated a large number of incidents.
Yes.
Is violence common at the facility?
It depends on what's happening in the facility at the moment.
Okay. And in your 5 years as an investigator, is it fair to say you've investigated a large number of violent incidents?
Yes.
Okay. One a week? Less often, more often?
Less often.
Okay. So you indicated that there is a camera on the mirror image, the flip side of the range.
Yes.
Okay. Why did you make the decision not to preserve that camera angle?
Because this is the best camera to view where the incident took place.
Okay. Are there any other cameras in J Block?
Yes.
Where are they?
There's one in the back of range 1, and then there is 3 up on range 3.
3 cameras?
3 cameras.
Okay. Did you review the footage from those angles?
No.
No. Did anyone?
On top of range 3.
Okay. What about the mirror angle?
No, I don't recall even reviewing those.
Okay. Did anyone, to your knowledge, review those?
Not that I know.
Okay. Your Honor, I don't have any further questions.
Any redirect?
There you are.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, of the jury, if you have any questions for Mr. Kerner, please reduce it to writing. Do not discuss or display any proposed question with other members of the jury.
Okay.
All right, sir, the members of the jury have a few questions. I'll read them. You'll answer them. The attorneys may follow. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What inmate is standing at or near 2J3 in 46th second set of video post 7 p.m.?
Might want to review that.
Can you pull it up?
at or near 2J3 and a 40.
Repeat the question.
What inmate is standing at the at or near 2J3 in a 46-second set of the video?
I do not know who that is.
Is there any video of the
suck at
defendant
my
entering
job.
2J3?
Yes.
Why are the cameras not watched at all times to see activity?
Staff notice.
At the time of the incident,
Why do you suck at your job, sir? And they kind of have a point. I get that there's staffing issues, but for God's sakes, you're a prison. I'm sorry. How is there blind spots?
it's in question if the cameras were being monitored, why if inmates are not allowed in other cells, this was not checked out at that time.
Nobody
no one cares.
sits and watches real-time video. The officers are in there dealing with 100+ inmates at a time.
Any questions based on the jury's questions?
One second here.
Okay, so the officers are in there dealing with 100 inmates. So obviously, there's no reason for anybody to be watching the security cameras, at the very least for the officers' safety.
Nothing, no, Your
You step down. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Next witness, please.
State would call Kyle Klonks. Yes, sir. Yes, be great. Raise your right hand. Swear from the testimony of this proceedings, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I did.
See, water if you need it, that's the touchscreen.
Oh, thank you.
May I proceed, Your Honor? Go ahead. Thank you. Sir, will you please state your name, spell your last name for the record?
Sergeant Kyle Klons, KLONTZ,
Where are you employed?
the Ohio State Highway Patrol,
How long have you been employed with the Ohio State Highway Patrol?
13 years.
What is your current position, sir?
Office of Criminal Investigations,
And where are you currently assigned?
the Jackson District,
And how long have you been in that position?
a month.
Okay. Prior to that position, where were you assigned?
The Office of Investigations in Cincinnati.
Okay. And as part of that position, are you responsible for investigating crimes that happened at the two prisons in Warren County, Warren Correctional Institution and Lebanon Correctional Institution?
That's correct.
I want to direct your attention to December the 7th, 2023, where you contacted about an incident that occurred at Lebanon Correctional Institution here in Warren County, Ohio.
Yes, sir.
How were you contacted, sir?
We were contacted by Lebanon Correctional Investigator Eric Kerner.
And what information were you provided with at that time?
They had found an inmate unresponsive in a cell during checks.
Did you respond to Lebanon Correctional?
I did.
Who did you respond with?
Trooper Creech.
Okay. And when you first get to Lebanon Correctional, what do?
We met with Investigator Kerner and went to the infirmary and saw inmate Weatherington's body.
Okay. Were you provided with any additional information about what may have occurred or any suspect information, anything like that at that time?
Not at the time. Not
Okay.
at that time, no.
And so you indicated that you went to the infirmary, and then what's your process from there? What do you do?
We photographed the body of inmate Weatherington, and then we were taken to the cell in which he was found.
Okay. So
And then it was my union mandated 15-minute break. So I took that, and then it was almost time for lunch. So I had to have a cigarette. I got around to it.
first you go to the infirmary and take photographs of Mr. Weatherington's body there.
Yes,
Okay.
if I recall correctly.
That's okay. In terms of your investigation, is it fair to say you take photographs and collect evidence from a lot of different locations? Is that
That's
correct?
correct. Yes,
There's the infirmary where Mr. Weatherington's body is located.
Correct.
Do you also respond to the cell where this incident may have occurred?
that's correct.
Is that cell 2J3?
Yes.
Okay. Let's first talk about the infirmary, though, since you were there. I want to show you what's been marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibits 33 through 40. I have you just first, you flip through these, take a look at these, and tell me whether you first recognize what you're looking at. Your Honor, for these photographs, we have them also digitally. I think they show up better on the TV screen, so we request permission to put them up on the screen digitally.
That's fine.
And sir, are you familiar with what you're looking at in
Yes, sir.
exhibit 33 through 40?
Yes, sir.
Let me do this. And what are these just generally? What are these photographs of?
Body photographs of inmate Weatherington.
Okay. And these were taken on December 7th of 2023?
That's correct.
And do all of these photographs fairly and accurately depict the condition of Mr. Weatherington as you saw him in the infirmary on that day?
Yes, sir.
Permission to publish, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Putting State's Exhibit number 33 on the screen. Trooper, what are we looking at in State's Exhibit 33?
That was just the room in the infirmary as it was opened to us, the state of the room and the body as it was initially opened.
So before anything else, before you looked, inspected, anything like that, you just took a picture of what the scene was like as you arrived.
That's correct.
Putting State's Exhibit 34 on the screen, what are we looking at in this photograph?
The uncovered body of inmate Weatherington.
And had you manipulated the body or done anything with the body at that point?
No, sir.
Okay. Putting State's Exhibit 35 on the screen, what are we looking at in this photograph, please?
Just another angle of the body in which it was laying on the stretcher.
Putting State's Exhibit 36 on the screen, what are we looking at in this photograph?
Just a photograph of his face after the straps were removed.
Does it appear to you, can you see if there's, or identify any injuries on his face?
Yeah, it would appear that he had several injuries to his face, to his nose, mouth, and head.
Okay. Does there appear to be swelling as well?
Yes.
Okay. Putting State's Exhibit 37 on the screen, what are we looking at in this photograph?
A photograph of the side of his head. There was a large portion of his head that was swollen.
Okay. And are you able to see a cut in that photograph?
No.
I know it's
Yes, towards the top.
It's not
of
going to
the
get
swollen portion.
much
Are you able
worse.
to, it's a touch.
Oh, sorry.
You
Yeah.
should be able to circle it.
I believe right here.
Okay. And putting State's Exhibit 38 on the screen, what are we looking at in this photograph?
Just another close up of his face with
Jesus.
the photograph bruising to the body.
Is that his right shoulder, sir?
Yes.
And can you identify when you're talking about apparent bruising? Can you
Oh.
identify those on the,
Yeah, just the marks on the arm.
and then putting State's Exhibit 40 on the screen? What are we looking at in State's Exhibit 40?
It was a photograph of his chest. Well, again, discoloration.
You take photographs of Mr. Weatherington's body. What do you do from there?
I believe we went to the cell, 2J3, I believe, to photograph the scene.
And that was the cell of Mr. Weatherington?
That's correct.
And did you also have an opportunity to photograph the condition of the cell as you came upon it on December 7th of 2023?
I did.
I'm going to hand you what's been marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibits 7 through 28. If you could just flip through those and first just tell me whether you recognize what you're looking at.
Yes, sir.
And what are we looking at just generally with State's Exhibits 7 through 28?
These are overall photographs of the cell as we arrived to it before collecting anything.
And all of these photographs, did they fairly and accurately depict the condition of the cell as you came upon it on December 7th of 2023?
That's correct.
Permission to publish, Your Honor? Go ahead. Putting State's Exhibit number 7 on the screen. What are we looking at in State's Exhibit number 7?
That's just the cell door, just to identify the cell we were entering.
And you can tell the identification numbers on it as 2J3, is that right?
That's correct.
That was the cell of the victim, Mr. Weatherington.
Correct.
When you first came up to the cell, you can tell that there's been crime scene tape put on it. Had it been secured and taped off when you went up to examine it?
Yes, it was shut and locked and marked with crime scene tape prior to our arrival. When we got there, a corrections officer opened it for us.
Okay. Putting State's Exhibit number 9 on the screen. What are we looking at in State's Exhibit number 9?
Just into the cell from out on the main walkway.
And what can you see when you're looking into the cell from this vantage point?
The top bunk mattress with a large quantity of blood.
Okay. Putting State's, that's why I meant you. Putting State's Exhibit 8, that was out of order, I'm sorry. Putting State's Exhibit number 8 on the screen, backing up for a second. What are we looking at in State's Exhibit number 8?
Blood leading into or out of the cell on the floor when we first arrived, prior to entering.
Putting State's Exhibit number 10 on the screen. What are we looking at in State's Exhibit number 10?
I was once entering the cell, just the top bunk a little closer, but trying to get an overall view from the corner of the cell.
Putting state's exhibit number 11 on the screen. What are we looking at in this photograph, please?
That's again, these were trying to obtain an overall of the cell in its condition. So this is just the opposite corner of the cell of trying to encompass the entire view of the room.
Putting state's exhibit number 12 on the screen. What are we looking at in this photograph?
This is a close up of the bed from that corner that I was in of the top bunk area.
Putting state's exhibit number 13 on the screen. What are we looking at in that photograph, please?
Just the bottom bunk from that corner in which, just like I said, just trying to encompass the whole view of the cell.
Was that the condition of that bottom bunk as you came into the room? There were no sheets on that bottom bunk. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. That wasn't, you guys hadn't removed the sheets. When you went in, that was the condition of that bottom bunk.
That's correct. We had not touched anything.
Okay. Putting state's exhibit number 14 on the screen. What are we looking at in state's exhibit number 14?
This is the walkway in between the shelving unit and the bed with a suspected blood spatter.
Circle that, please.
Sorry. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So that what you believe to be suspected blood splatter was on the floor there, in between the bed and the cabinet.
That's correct.
Putting state's exhibit number 15 on the screen. What are we looking at in this photograph?
This is the edge of the bottom bunk. Again, just suspected blood spatter.
And that's the edge that's closest to the cabinet. Is that right?
That's
On the
correct.
wall?
That's correct.
Putting state's exhibit number 16 on the screen. What are we looking at in this photograph?
Just the cabinet and the way it was when we entered the cell.
Okay.
The shelving.
Putting state's exhibit 17 on the screen. What are we looking at in this photograph?
This was on the top of the cabinet, suspected blood smear.
Putting state's exhibit number 18 on the screen. What are we looking at in this photograph, please?
This is the bottom of the shelving unit. Just again, suspected blood spatter.
Putting state's exhibit number 19 on the screen. What are we looking at in this photograph?
And this is the wall on the other side of the bunks, close where the bunks meet the wall. And this is just the blood coming down from the top bunk, streaming down the wall.
So this is capturing the wall in between the top bunk and the bottom bunk.
Correct.
Right?
This right here is the top bunk, and then the bottom bunk's cut off at the moment. But
Okay. Putting state's exhibit number 20 on the screen. What are we looking at in state's exhibit 20?
just a more clear view of the bloodstream.
And is that same angle, just with the sheet kind of pulled back to reveal more of the blood stain?
That's correct.
Okay. Putting state's exhibit number 21 on the screen. What are we looking at in this photograph, please?
This is just a top-down view of the top bunk.
And that's still the sheets, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And state's exhibit number 22, what are we looking at in this photograph, please?
Just a portion of the top bunk to the wall where that blood drip was coming down from a top-down view.
Putting state's exhibit number 23 on the screen. What are we looking at here?
This is a set of blankets that were on the top bunk.
Okay. Again, with suspected blood stains.
That's correct.
Putting state's exhibit 24 on the screen. What are we looking at in this photograph, please?
This is the blood seeped through the blanket. We removed the sheet and took a picture of the bare mattress that had a plastic covering on top of it.
And putting state's exhibit number 25 on the screen. What are we looking at here?
The side of the mattress after the sheet was folded down.
Putting state's exhibit 26 on the screen. What are we looking at in this photograph?
There's a blood spatter in the corner, as well as some blood on the string coming down from the window.
Putting state's exhibit number 27 on the screen. What are we looking at in this photograph?
Just a close-up of the bloody string and the blood spatter.
And finally, state's exhibit number 28. What are we looking at with this photograph?
Again, another close-up of the blood on the ground.
Sir, again, all of those photographs, did they fairly and accurately depict the condition of the cell?
Yes, sir.
On December 7th?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As you were photographing the evidence in the cell, or as you were wrapping that up, were you directed to another area of the second range regarding possible evidence?
Yes, sir.
And where were you directed and who directed you?
Investigator Kerner directed us to a trash can at the end of the hall. He advised that during the video review, they had witnessed, I believe, Addison throw something into the trash can at the end of the range.
And that's Jason Addison, is that correct?
That's correct.
That was the cellmate of Mr. Wetherington?
Correct.
Okay. And so when he directed you, he provided you that information, and then do you go and search that trash can?
We did, yes, sir.
And do you photograph and collect what's inside of the trash can?
That's correct.
Okay. I want to show you, well, what was in the trash can?
Shirt, state issued shirt, I believe, with Wetherington's name on it.
I want to show you what's been marked for identification purposes. The state's exhibits 29 through 32. You take a look at those. First, just tell me whether you recognize what you're looking at.
Yes, sir.
And what is that in State's Exhibits 29 through 32?
That was the trash can at the end of the range, a top-down view into the trash can, in which you can see the wadded up shirt. We removed the shirt and photographed it, and it is identified with Wetherington's name and inmate ID number on it.
And do they fairly and accurately depict the condition of the trash can and the shirt as you came upon it on that day?
That's correct.
Permission to publish, Your Honor?
Yes.
And putting State's Exhibit 29 on the screen. What are we looking at in this photograph?
Just a view from the cell door actually to the trash can at the end of the range.
And so is this standing from 2J3 where the victim's cell was?
That's correct.
And if you could circle the trash can.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay. And so then you go over and take a picture or a photograph of the inside of the trash can,
That's correct.
putting State's Exhibit number 30 on the screen. What I'm looking at in this photograph.
You can see here the wadded up shirt, what appears to be a wadded up shirt at the time.
And did you remove that from the trash can and photograph it?
Yes, sir.
Putting State's Exhibit number 31 on the screen. What are we looking at in this photograph?
The overall of the shirt that was removed from the trash can.
And then finally, State's Exhibit 32.
Just a close up of the name badge and ID number.
Okay. Okay, after processing the scene, photographing the cell, the victim's body at the infirmary, and then the Mr. Wetherington shirt in the trash can, what did you do after that, sir?
We were advised that during video review, they had witnessed two other inmates enter the cell, and myself and Trooper Schuler went and interviewed inmate Cummings and inmate Ogletree.
Okay, so investigators had reviewed prison surveillance video,
That's correct.
and they were able to identify two people going into Mr. Wetherington's cell.
Yes, sir.
Did they know or did they tell you after those two individuals go into the cell, is Mr. Wetherington ever seen alive on surveillance video again?
Or they did tell us he was not.
He was not ever seen alive after these two individuals go into the cell?
Correct.
Okay. Were those two individuals that you interviewed Anthony Cummings and James Ogletree?
That's correct.
I want to talk to you about the interview of Mr. Ogletree. Where does that interview take place?
It was in a cell in the segregation unit.
And who is all present for that interview?
Myself and Trooper Michael Schuler. And inmate Ogletree.
Was your interview with Mr. Ogletree audio and video recorded?
That's correct.
And before really getting into the interview and asking him any questions, do you advise him of his constitutional rights?
That's correct.
And is all of that captured on the audio and video recording?
Yes, it is.
You've had an opportunity to previously review that audio and video recording?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're under permission to play State's Exhibit 89 and to pass out the transcripts. Proceed.
So I believe this is his interrogation.
You have mine when I'm done.
Instruction.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the state is going to play the video of the interview with the defendant, Mr. Ogletree. Portions of this video have been muted or redacted. You are ordered that you are not permitted to speculate what is being said or why it was redacted. Again, that's a decision for the court. So you're not to speculate on that. You are given what is actually presented, and that is all and nothing else. Okay.
Yeah, that's by agreement of the parties.
By agreement of the parties.
That are redacted.
Yes.
Probably should say that.
Got the time of day. This is December 7th, 2023. So, you guys need anything for me? Just right. Thank you. This is Trooper interview. I say how many troubles with me is that Trooper Claus, also the I say how many troubles Office of Criminal Investigations for the Correctional Institution in Addison.
Yeah, that chair is really rough. Like, good Lord. And can you turn your body cam, sir? 90 degrees? That'd be nice.
Very current. Rebel Stream. Inmate number is Adam 76020. PFC for us.
Aw.
I'm Trooper Schiller with the United States Patrol's Trooper Flawless. I'll talk to you. What's your name? Let me ask you, Trooper, is that the inmate that you interviewed, James Ogletree?
Yes.
Do you see that individual in the courtroom today?
Yes, sir.
Could you please point him out, describe what he's wearing?
Okay. Red and blue shirt next to the.
We'll stipulate, Your Honor.
Identify
World
the defendant. Thank you, Red.
star.
Can you give me a number?
Thanks, folks. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna start. Go ahead. So we're here at 11 Correctional Institution. You're incarcerated, right? Not free to leave. What time do you just get out? Okay. So it's not like we're talking to you, there's some cops. Not like we're talking to you at a Speedway gas station or something like that. Because you're not free to leave anytime we're even going to talk to you, we got to read you these. It's just constitutional rights. So you have the right to be silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to an attorney for advice or you ask any questions. Have present with you during questioning. If you're unable to pay an attorney, you want to be 22 prior to any questioning if you so desire. If you wish to answer questions, you have an attorney present. You have the right to stop answering questions at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to an attorney. You understand those? Heard them before? Seen before? Okay. All right. Where are you from, man? Oh, Cleveland, Ohio. Okay. Like born and raised there? Or?
Sorry, my life is right there.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Oh, I guess moved out of state.
That's all I know.
Did you go to school? 11th grade. GHD or anything? Still doing it?
Sean's gonna like jump into frame. No.
Okay. So we're here, obviously on behalf of the state patrol pursuit jurisdiction of any kind of criminal activity and things like that. Somebody got hurt. I'm sure you know. Before. We just kind of want to get your take on things.
Normally with things happen like that, because when people so mad about do crazy stuff, that's why I know what happened. A lot of people so especially oftentimes you don't know what it is. All type of crazy, you don't even remember what you do. So you wake up like if you have like I even had a situation where I had lose my life, steal from my wife.
That's it.
Yeah, the thing I stopped it.
Yes. So is that what you think it happened, or?
Yeah, I mean that's man, because that's what people were saying. Because like it was like these people kept on like talking about it, but I just mainly didn't want to get involved. Really, but that's mainly what it is from my experience.
Well, I'm not talking about your experience. I'm talking about what do you think specifically happened the last 24 hours?
No, I don't still. I'm saying that's what I'm what happens.
Yeah.
That's what was going on. So that's what I'm thinking what happened.
Why do you think we're going to talk to you? I mean, we're going to talk to a lot of people. You know, I've talked to a lot of people. Why do you think we're talking to you?
I'm pretty sure, but a lot of us like other stuff. That's
I'm sure.
That's what was going on. It's music.
Yeah.
Like, every time somebody had to go and see what's going on, you do because I know. I'm saying like, what you mean?
Who's trying to like? Obviously, people talking about it. You already said that.
Yeah, I'm saying like people pulling up, like seeing what was going on, trying to figure out like what he had, and like all it already going crazy type shit. Like people pulling up.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why.
So what do you think happened with the guy that got hurt?
I know I see him. I don't know. I don't even know exactly who he is who got hurt. I mean, I don't even know.
I'm trying to believe that.
I really don't.
But yeah. Okay. So what do you think happened? I wanted to ask you, from your time as an investigator, we paused it just for a moment. From your time as an investigator in the prison, he tells you, and Trooper Schuler, that he believes somebody was effing. Is that right?
Mm.
Let me ask you, are you familiar with that term as it's used in prison lingo? When you hear effing, what does that mean?
Feeling the effects from smoking laced paper, as in either not acting themselves or kind of like nodding off.
Okay, thank you. What do you think happened?
I mean, like from what I've seen, I know it was high. It was high. From the majority of people, everybody, yeah, and I'm watching.
Absolutely, I've been places here in this block.
Yeah,
same thing, right?
So I mean, that's basically it's like normal, regular, like it was high. everybody pulling up, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, going up and down, like,
Yeah.
so that's basically what it was. They told me,
Who's he throwing hands with?
oh, I didn't see no hands being thrown. I just see
Let me ask you, when the question was posed, Trooper asked, who is he throwing hands with? What does that mean when you're asking who is he throwing hands with?
Fighting.
Is that the common understanding when the phrase throwing hands with, is that known as fighting in prison?
Yes, sir.
I was there. I seen him do hours. I'm like, damn, too hot. Like, dude, but it wasn't there was another nigga in my truck. I remember his name. But somebody else was hot too. They were going to still get out. I was trying to get 2 times. I hit 2 times. But I know my limit now. I know I can't take too much. So I ain't about to go in here and take too much and get that in. You know, like everybody else. So if I go that shit.
Yeah.
So I'm probably 2 times. Probably 2 everybody else to eat 1 more time. Like, yeah,
So you think the guy that got hurt, you think he's throwing hands with the celly, or the other guy who got it out?
oh, I don't know. I was there for that part. I know he probably took too much. When he was taking too much. That's why I was there when he got lit. I was there.
Okay.
He got lit. I was still
What the name is?
I really don't know his name.
What's he look like?
The dude.
Or what's the hell do you know?
I mean, dreads. He got dreads.
Yeah.
Dreads to see him.
Okay.
32.
Okay.
He was.
You said there's 2 dudes?
I know he said he smoked for sure. I've seen. I know for sure. I seen Sally smoking with him before earlier that day too. I mean, see, they smoke majority of one time.
Did they smoke together often?
They sell. So they smoking probably all the time.
They've not been together for a while, right?
Yeah, so they probably, no, I don't know they've been Sally a long time. So pretty sure like. I know how it is because I just so I know me and myself like I see you know some smokes. I ain't smoking around my celly type shit. So I'll make sure I get my celly some peace. So keep vice versa type shit.
So the guy got hurt, his last name's Weatherington. He's dead. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. That I really hate when people analyze body language and stuff like that. But Captain Kirk had more genuine shock and reactions in Star Trek than this guy. You're kidding me. I mean, he's not going to get an Oscar for that performance.
He's really throwing some hands. The guy got
Peace. So keep vice versa type shit.
so the guy got hurt, his last name's Weatherington. He's dead.
Are you kidding?
Weird.
Yeah. So he's really throwing some hands thrown on him. People act when you're on Tuesday, right? That's kind of what we were talking about.
I guess.
That's what you were saying.
I mean, it happened before. I've seen it back before.
Like I said, I think it's Jason Innocent Zach and Block.
Yeah.
L3. Same thing. So
Yeah.
try your best to remember who's the seller.
Who was it? 7?
What's
His
the
last game.
his last name? What's it look like?
He looked mixed.
Next. Yeah. Does he have dread?
No, he better.
He bald?
No, he got like fear.
I'm shaved. Okay. All right. Cool.
I mean, it's just something like that. Because H is basically that I just go around him.
Okay. You think he runs a billion?
In the game?
Yeah.
Like the selling or him?
Yeah, he won.
Oh, I don't know. So.
Okay. Is there a lot of people in that block that are?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they go all the troublemakers in the same block. It's always a problem on that block because they always go troublemakers. Like even when you down the hole, you'll go back to this, like somebody just tried to walk in the side of me and I was gonna go. I was in here on this. They put us right on the same range, same block, everything. Like good thing, like I'm more man, I be passive, just big.
You said you're big too.
I'm just a lot of people don't know how to things. A lot of people don't want to fight, like, so they didn't go. We need to get no physical altercation. Oh, no, maybe if you want you to get to an altercation, somebody gonna want to talk about it.
Yeah,
it's always like that. Right, I'm just too big.
Right. Yeah. And you're easy to talk to.
Yeah.
That's what I should say. So you said you went by and you saw Steve tweet out of his mind, right?
Yeah, I mean, normally I see like when I see it like a person like something against the wall or something gets too like I know he happy or something like you know how the person if it's ain't hanging and it's all over the floor and shit, I know he happy.
Did you see that he didn't go to Cells? You just went by and saw, holy shit, that guy's fucked up.
Yeah, I swear, yeah. At the point, I probably did want to sell
For what? Or for how long?
like I probably went there like to see like deep like because you know you stay on the range and so you know say something to you being out of place and shit like you can't stand there. Like, what you going up there? They lock you down. So I probably like step in and see like just I was scared had a CO not having seen me on the range. I probably step in. So I know I step in.
Okay. But like for how long? Just briefly or just think they're smoking it or?
Already.
Well, if you can, it must not have been for a long time. About 30 seconds. So what do you think?
I think you would sum it up though, because I was really into the situation. I was really focused on the situation, man. You know,
What situation? You're just saying two.
they was like five, like,
Did you hit?
huh?
Did you hit?
Yeah, I hit two.
You hit two? Okay. I mean, what do you think, man?
I mean, I was kind of long enough to hit it, and then we probably get stuck a little bit. I lean against the walls, stuck it a little bit. So get out the stuff I like. 25.
25 minutes.
I like sneakers.
What it is? Okay.
Long enough to smoke. I mean, hit it a couple times, laugh at them all, some throw around shit, and laugh and shit. Going cool. So I was in there. It was really no conversation being because everybody was hot. Everybody was really stuck. So it was really no something to keep me in there longer than since I got out of my hot, I was too hot. So I got out of it. I got 5 minutes.
Okay. That's the big difference from earlier. You were kind of making it sound like you just walked by and like, hey, you're fucked up.
Oh, yeah, I walked by multiple times. Like everybody, well, I was saying like basically everybody just walk past and see, and like when somebody, I mean, everybody will walk past and see, like looking at the whole work. I mean, like at a point in time, somebody looking over, what you look going here, like, and see what's going on.
Yeah,
That's basically what I was trying to say.
So, have you ever looked and hung out with them for 2 months before?
Yeah, basically, it's real term smokers, basically, especially on our like this time right? So they ain't really that many people who smoke terms. So like the term smokers probably come speak, try to smoke together sometimes. I mean, it ain't like on no everyday basis type shit, but it's like I probably find somebody to smoke with that smoke. I'm not smoking by myself because it's too much. Like, I really wanted to step and get out of here and go y'all had it.
Yeah. So I mean, how do you know that lot? So you think being smoked in with them maybe like what, 5 times or less, 10 times or less?
And I don't know. Watching this, I am wavering a lot. I agreed that Cummings should have been found not guilty. And going into it, I thought this guy was guilty, but then I thought not guilty. But now, I don't know. But what's really bizarre to me is that Recovery Addicts chat was thinking he was not guilty. Of course, they didn't see the first trial, but it's just kind of really bizarre for me that crowd thinks not guilty, and I'm wavering.
Less, more. I put smoke every day.
I don't know how long with them.
Yeah.
5 times or less, 10 times or less, 50 times or less, 100 times or less. Like,
A lot of times. I'm gonna say
throw it. I don't like one is.
like 3 times a day. Not specifically them two. I really don't even know all. I just know the two felonies.
I understand.
I just know, like, I'm saying, I just know the two that was in the cell together. That's been talking about.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. You talking about smoking with them two?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With them two, I really don't even smoke with them guys.
Oh,
There's other people like around the pod that's probably pulled up or says, I don't know. I really don't know who all even in the hall or anything. Like, I don't know. And so when you ask me who I smoke with, I'm thinking like, oh, I told smokers or everybody that smokes.
who's the other dude with the dreads that was his name got brought up too? I can't remember. There's another guy that doesn't live there.
Dreads
got dreads.
He smokes.
He just smoking too. Was he in there smoking with you? There were like 4 of you in there. Okay. Was he in there the whole time with you?
Yeah. I really don't know. I know he was in there, but I don't know what time he left or when he
What did you leave? The day you probably talking after lunch, after dinner.
We came out before lunch. Popped out before lunch. I never said before lunch. So
So you didn't go back in there anytime after lunch?
no, I probably like I know I walked past and was speaking on his mates and see if he was still like heavy and shit like that. I know I did that.
But you that shit fuck with, right?
I mean,
Is it right?
I mean, it's other shit to do for sure. Yes. Here, sometimes.
I did. You went first name that you were a sponsor. We did.
And
Okay. So who do you think? Who do you think straight hands to this guy? The Sally?
that's I don't know if I ain't seen no traders.
Are you hearing anything?
I really don't. I can't even see. I can't even see what I hear. That's not valid. That's not. I can't say that. I didn't see it.
Well, that's what you heard.
I don't know. What I heard is it was just happy. That's all. It just happened. It just happened. Like, so it's like we don't even. I really don't even know. Like for real, all I know is it's messed up. Oh, come to the whole area. You don't know war parties, war what? Because at the time it was our demon. So I'm not waste my time situation where a person every day. I'm not gonna sit here and watch a person every day. I'm used by people bullshit, but I'm not gonna waste my whole day on a person.
Well, it's kind of sounding like he called you out.
Call me out.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
I might call me out. You gotta see.
Dude,
Even though I'm not talking, ain't nobody calling me out.
he didn't call you out.
Ain't nobody calling me out for no fight.
Okay. Have you ever had any bad dealings with this dude before, this Weatherington guy?
Never.
Never.
Stud. Oh, stud.
Stud.
Yeah.
My name.
Stud.
Stud. I don't even know who that is.
That's the dude you were saying was the big guy with blind on too.
Jones name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. I didn't even know his name. Like,
Yeah. So I get it.
I really don't even know. We for real. He hadn't even been on my range that long for real. He probably just got up there. So he probably just got up there.
Yeah.
And he wasn't gonna come back to the same block, like same age. So
I guess he had a problem with people taking his stuff.
taking this,
There's like commissary and stuff like that. Yeah. You know, I guess he thought it was you.
we didn't go to the store yet. What do we go have this week? We're supposed to go to the store next week. Store day is Tuesday.
I'm not saying this.
What do we have? What do you have to take?
Just food, dude. I guess he's really partial to whatever he had, you know? His soups, his little snack cakes, whatever. But you don't know anything about that?
Bill, they didn't have to take nothing from him. We never had no communication. We barely even had no physical work. We never even had no aggressive words to each other ever. We just do smoking is turn business. That's it. You want to smoke from someone, want to buy from someone, want to get out. That's it. And other than that is no. We never had no business. I don't know why niggas even say that because we never even like. I don't even understand that. We didn't know game. I don't even know game. Where you had no game. Not no game. They don't ever game. Nothing that. I mean, I'm not even. I got too much time to be worried about no game. No, I'm saying.
You on HF?
Hell, I'm not.
You on HF?
Hell, no, I'm not. That's embarrassing.
Is it? You didn't get down with that? What?
I'm just not into it. I'm like, I stand on something. I stand on it. And just that's why. Recently, projects around. That's
What the you from?
I'm clear. I'm down the way.
How long were you again? Wait, that's a younger guy's thing, isn't it?
Well,
HF.
man, I don't know. It's only 22 those.
Yeah, it's just. I'm not really thinking it's that. I'm not really thinking it's the game thing.
It's not. I don't look and told them. Like, we didn't even have no Facebook. Like, you go practice and watch the cameras from the beginning of this. We never had no Facebook. You probably ain't gonna even see me even talk to that. So, real, bro. I'm pretty sure, like, well, we smoked. It was probably somebody else that brought us together. To be honest, for real.
Yeah.
I really don't normally smoke. We're probably like his cellular something.
So who brought you together?
It's probably his cellular. Probably they just getting up. Yeah, they probably pull up on me like, I probably pull up on them, serving them something like, yeah, trying to get hot type shit.
And that was before lunch or after lunch?
Before lunch. Because we got hot before lunch. I ain't get hot again after lunch.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. If we look at like we're gonna have to look at cameras and stuff, so let's look at her. We gotta do our job. It's not gonna show you going to cell or anything in the evening.
After lunch.
In the evening.
Which means
After 5.
so recently from when I was smoking with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
They're going back in there. Okay.
I'm sitting here looking. How old are you?
6'3".
6'3"? Okay. Most dudes don't have height here. There's a lot of short guys, right?
It's not so those like big guns.
Okay. So your clothes obviously are different than a lot of other people's clothes, size-wise. None of your shit still have blood on it.
It's my clothes too.
Yeah, does it, any of your stuff have blood on it? No, should no reason that his blood be on any of your stuff. No. Okay. Because I mean, we're looking at a lot of other stuff too. I'm not saying it's one thing or another, but obviously it's just you said it, right? So you have blood. But you told me that you got no beef with this dude. He never told you throw words around, right? Be dangerous, right? You were in the cell in the evening, just before lunch, when you guys smoked together. You said he was looking out of his mind with the light-skinned guy and the other dude with dreads, right? And that's really the only involvement you have with this, which you told me, right? Okay.
At the worst, I was just basically like when talking about two and talking to everybody with my the pod, basically like everybody talking about it. And the words. I mean, like
So that guy goes by Strut. What do you go by?
he's he go by what?
Strut. What do you go by?
Jay.
You go by Jay?
Yeah.
Okay.
J.O.
Okay. What's is your guy go by Noonan? Nooner? Noonan or Nooner? I can't tell. Yeah. Is your guy goes by that long? I don't know. So,
It's called different niggas like that.
yeah, you've been big on that.
I mean, I been called like,
I think my phone is on white stuff and all your messages. Nobody's
ain't no money and shit. Yeah, majority. It's the one no big name for real. No money, no.
okay. All right.
Jail.
So
Case.
I don't think you're right. I don't think you do either. You seem like a straightforward guy. So I like it. Okay. Why would it start to appear like this struck guy and this shit table got pissed off, was calling you out, and you just appeared? Why would that come up? Because you're a big dude. I would want to mess with you, and I can see why you would want to mess with you.
Never think you want to sell dope, nothing ever. Never gonna see me come out here with none of this alerts. You're never gonna see them pull up and get me on commissary bag when I'm doing nothing. People don't like me. They intimidated about me. I guess that's what it is. They don't like me. That's what it is.
That's what I'm trying to try, bro.
You never
They just hating.
On your phone. You never gonna pull up on me talking about me that ever.
You do me. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Never even try to pull up on him and take nothing from him and nothing. None of that and nothing. You just got over here for one. And then like, what did you about to come over here with? I'm switching on a commissary. I'm about to go on a sale. Boss, I'm gonna be open on commissary.
Right.
I ain't never been on. I never been for. I used to like sorry before I even go. Go take commissary.
Yes.
I know too many people on that block to even go from me to before you can revolve to that. I can go to. I got next 30 neighbors. Every one of my neighbors I'm familiar with. Of course, they can give me a sofa from the spot where I go see this. So, around some person. I'm too busy to go get some food with my neighbor. Still,
Yeah, what's that you meant?
you can walk me in that cell right now, and a lot of people are like, what's up, bro? What's up? People walk me in that car right now, what's up? A lot of people like me. So that's why I was there. It's all these people willingly give me something just because they fuck with me. Because I was go take
Yeah, what cell you in? Or what cell were you in?
I'm in 17.
CJ 17? Yeah.
No, I guess what would make people say that you went in there? Why would people, if you didn't do it and everybody likes you down there, why would they say that you wouldn't even fall?
I don't even know. Because I don't even know. I don't even think of that. Maybe it's like, well, they say I don't know what's happening. I don't know, because it was a lot of like, because he was ethnic. So maybe the people who did say, I don't know what was going on in the cell. Like maybe they thought this had a good fight or something. I don't know. That's what they thought. Something about it.
I mean, but what was it? I guess we're trying to explain this, you know.
Falling off the bed. She was here. It was not even just him dancing though. So you hear more than one of these niggas. Man, niggas, I mean, I'm just too hot to even know this, but I'm pretty sure you're rich. Because everybody pulling into the door asking like that what's going on. So I'm pretty sure y'all can hear this shit. So
I guess why would they confuse what you guys were doing with you being month? Or probably not, you know.
I don't know. I don't know. But I know, like, when I did walk past though, he was bloody. I mean, he was bloody on the floor. He was on the floor. And they was just leaving him. They just left him there. I mean, so I don't know if they finally pulled up backwards and seen that or something. I don't know. But I don't even know why would they even say me. It's more than one person in the cell. That's what I'm saying. So why fight me though?
I don't know. That's why I saw it. You know what I mean?
One of them actually said he was in the cell with us. And it was just was going on. He out in the cell, you know, while he was taking his shit. I was in the cell taking his shit. I was in the cell fighting him. But you can't say that though.
Right.
They just talking.
Yeah.
They're talking, right? And then they give me caught in and said, this is my life. They playing with the baby. I'm just I was just hot. I'm just basically getting hot. And these men didn't start realizing what they playing with, man. Saying they don't even know what's on type of president. They going hard and that shit. That's just, they can put all that shit in that turn and shit. You can't settle that shit, man. That's what you understand. That's what you turn that shit, man. They own risk. They saying to the fine. That shit is at your own risk. Whatever you do after you smoke, this shit is up to you. I chose to smoke just like you chose to smoke. I should be what?
Yeah. Hey, let me just ask you, did they take your take pictures and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some pictures. The nurse even said, you don't look like video for some. But then she said, this little shit, just stand there, you look up from it. Just hoping to go there.
From what?
From hooping. Like, I'm going to 30 minutes. That's what I'm
Yeah.
this practice. This, wait, See, it's like, man, those guys from civil orientation. Oh, that's how I knew it was weird. Like when she said, I'm like, why you even saying that? What makes you even say like?
So we gotta do other stuff. We gotta make a video. We gotta do a lot of stuff. Okay, we gotta talk to a lot more people, right? Because it's kind of dead. So obviously his family's gonna want more understanding and whatever. Maybe just to help us when we go through all our stuff. This is like we've been doing this since 7:30. This I should do too. What were we wearing yesterday?
Pizza.
Do you remember what it was?
Shorts. Shorts. I got it right there though.
You remember that?
Yeah, whatever it is, that like in my because we had I had some shorts on, underneath, some shorts on underneath. Well, they were only had shorts on those, but I ended up putting short pants on. That is that too. The shorts I had on, they were on the in there.
Did you check your clothes all the other day? People watch video all throughout the day.
Well, I just put on some state clothes for me. Put on the top.
Your shorts and your pants. Was there anything else to take video then? Or anyone else to take your stalk to? Anyone else to take your stalk to look at? Or? You good?
Yes, sir.
True responsibility.
So true reports that interview occurred on December 7th, 2023 at about 11:29 in the morning. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And at the time that you conducted that interview, had you had an opportunity to review all the surveillance video from that day?
Well, we had seen a little bit of it.
But we know from that interview, he was specific in that he told you he never went in the victim's cell after lunchtime. Is that right?
That's correct.
He said he never saw any fighting in the cell, correct?
That's correct.
And that the victim was just in there at.
Correct.
And then he also was very clear that there would be no reason that the victim's blood would be on any of his clothing.
Correct.
Okay. After conducting that interview with Mr. Ogletree, did you have an opportunity to go to his cell?
I did.
What was the reason that you went to his cell, sir?
Because the video snippets we saw of inmate Ogletree leaving 2J3, he was wearing clothes that were not collected, that appeared to have red stains on them in the video.
Did you want to see if you could locate those?
That's correct.
And so did you respond to Mr. Ogletree's cell?
That's correct.
When you responded to the cell, had it been secured and taped off?
Yes, sir.
And what, if anything, were you able to find inside Mr. Ogletree's cell?
In the trash can inside the cell were a pair of white pants, shorts, and a sweatshirt. And then outside the cell were some black shoes, or outside the trash can were some black shoes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibits 55, 56, 57, and 58. You take a look at those and tell me whether you recognize what you're looking at.
Yes, sir.
And are those, well, you tell me just generally, what are we looking at?
Sorry.
Not specifically each photograph, just generally, what are we looking at?
Just a trash can and which the clothing were in.
And do all of these photographs fairly and accurately depict the condition of the cell and the items that you found as you found them?
That's correct.
You're under permission to publish?
Go ahead.
I'm going to put State's Exhibit 55 on the screen. What are we looking at in State's Exhibit 55?
This is a downward view into the trash can. The sweatshirt on the side here had been removed and the white pants were located underneath it.
Okay. And we are inside of defendant Ogletree's cell at this point.
That's correct.
Okay. And this was the condition as you found them. You hadn't moved anything yet at this point. You're just taking photographs as you walk in.
At this point, we removed the shirt right there.
Where was the shirt?
It was on top of the pants.
Okay.
Trash can.
So the sweatshirt was initially on top of the pants in the trash can. That's been removed. And then this is just a photograph of the pants in the trash can.
Yes, sir.
Putting State's Exhibit, we're going to jump to 57. What are we looking at in State's Exhibit 57?
Just a close up of the pants in the trash can.
And did you have an opportunity to remove those pants from the trash can?
Yes, sir.
And putting State's Exhibit number 56 on the screen, what are we looking at in State's Exhibit 56?
Holding up the pants that were in the trash can with the the stains on the lower leg.
And let me ask you, because you indicated that from your observations of the surveillance video, it appeared that you saw staining on Mr. Ogletree's white pants. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That's the reason that you went into the cell to look for those pants.
That's correct.
And you were able to locate those in the defendant's trash can.
Yes, sir.
Let's not make
Does it
a
appear to have
Cummings joke.
significant blood stains on those pants?
Yes, it does.
And it was just less than an hour prior to that he told you there would be no reason for the victim's blood or any blood to be on his pants.
That's correct.
Finally, putting State's Exhibit 58 on the screen. What are we looking at in State's Exhibit 58?
That is I believe it's a laundry bag hanging in 2J17 with the name either Neuter or Nutter on it, which was explained to us in a previous interview with inmate Cummings, that was the inmate that came in to fight inmate Wetherington.
Your Honor, I'm going to object to the hearsay.
Was your understanding from your investigation that Neuter is the nickname of James Ogletree?
That's correct.
Okay. Did you have an opportunity, the white pants, the white thermal pants, did you have an opportunity to collect those pants?
Yes, sir.
I want to show you what's been marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit number 61. The judge is kind enough to
Thank you, sir.
have gloves and scissors.
Yes, sir.
First, if you just take a look at the outer bag, are you able to tell what that is in State's Exhibit number 61?
Yes, sir. It is property number 18. Property description is white bloodstained thermal pants.
Okay, if you could go ahead and remove the item, please.
One of the inmates in the last trial thought it was pronounced neuter, and he's like you do to your dog.
And if you could, did you say it was 61? Yes, Your Honor. You can hold those up and show both sides to the jury. What is that in State's Exhibit 61, Chief Response?
That will be the white thermal pants with stains on them, blood stains.
Those are the same pants that you collected from Mr. Ogletree's trash can?
That's correct.
And do those pants to be in the same or substantially same condition as when you collected them from Mr. Ogletree's cell back on December 7th, 2023?
Yes.
You could go ahead and pull those up. We'll leave those gloves on. We'll have one more exhibit to show you. But can you tell?
Yeah, we
that
got one more
that's
exhibit to
collected,
contaminate.
obviously, Can you tell from the markings on the bag that was sent to the Bureau of Criminal Identification for DNA analysis?
Correct.
Okay. After searching Mr. Ogletree's cell, what did you go after that?
We went to inmate Cummings' cell
And why were you going to Mr. Cummings' cell?
to locate any possible evidence with staining similar to what was located in inmate Ogletree's cell.
Why were you interested in finding if the either inmate Cummings or inmate Ogletree had staining on their clothing?
We were looking for the clothing, I guess, the clothing in which they were wearing, observed in the video. The clothing that was collected at the time in which they were taken under invest was different.
And given the condition of the victim and the scene at the cell with the blood everywhere, as investigators, it's significant to you if the two people that were in there had blood stains all over their clothing.
That's correct.
Okay. What did you find in Mr. Cummings' cell?
We found a sweatshirt that appeared to have blood staining on it.
And did you have an opportunity to collect that?
I did.
I'm going to hand you what's been marked for identification purposes in State's Exhibit 54, actually 52, 53, and 54. You're able to take a look at those and just generally tell me if you recognize what you're looking at.
Yes, sir.
And what are we looking at in 52 through 54?
That would be a shot of inmate Cummings' cell, and then a sweatshirt that was located in the shelving unit, and then a close-up of apparent staining on the sweatshirt.
Do all of these photographs fairly and accurately depict the condition of Mr. Cummings' cell and the items that you photographed in these exhibits?
That's correct.
You're under permission to publish? Proceed. Putting State's Exhibit number 52 on the screen. What are we looking at in State's Exhibit 52?
Just an inside shot of the cell prior to entering of inmate Cummings' cell.
And same thing as I asked you with Mr. Ogletree's cell. When you went to Mr. Cummings' cell, had it been taped off and secured?
That's correct.
Okay. And where did you indicate that the sweatshirt was located?
In the shelving unit.
Putting State's Exhibit 53 on the screen. What are we looking at in this photograph, please?
That would be the sweatshirt that was found unfolded and the apparent staining on it.
And then finally, State's Exhibit 54.
A close up of the staining.
You indicated you had an opportunity to collect that sweatshirt from Mr. Cummings' cell.
That's correct.
And it hands you what's been marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit number 60. You first just take a look at the bag and tell me whether you recognize what you're looking at in State's Exhibit number 60.
That's correct.
And what is that?
It would be Highway Patrol property number 24. It's a blue sweatshirt with suspected blood.
If you could go ahead and open that, please. And what, as you remove the item, are you able to tell what is that in State's Exhibit 60?
It's the blue sweatshirt with the staining in the chest area, which was collected as photographed.
And that's the blue sweatshirt from Mr. Cummings' cell.
Correct.
Is that in the same or substantially same condition as when you collected it?
Yes, sir.
You can see at the very front of that, there's a little portion of that that's been cut out. Is that correct?
That's correct.
From your understanding, was that sent to the Bureau of Criminal Identification for DNA analysis?
Yes, that would have been the area in which they tested.
Okay, so they would, for them to do their testing, they have to remove a portion of that so they can conduct their DNA test.
That's correct.
Okay, you could put that back in the bag, please.
Make sure you get your whole arm in there. Good.
Sir, I want to ask you on December 7th, 2023, the day after this incident would have occurred, did you have an opportunity to look at both Mr. Cummings and Mr. Ogletree's hands for injuries?
Yes, sir.
Why would you be looking at their hands for injuries?
It's common practice. So if there's an assault or anything that takes place, we'll take pictures of the backs of the hands, the palms, and the face, just to see if there's any markings or anything.
I want to show you what's been marked for identification purposes. The State's Exhibit number 51. You can take a look at that and tell me whether you recognize what you're looking at.
Yes, sir.
And what is that in State's Exhibit 51?
It's inmate Ogletree's right hand.
Okay. Is that fairly, let me ask you this first. You're not the one that took this photograph, is
I
that
did.
correct?
That's correct.
But you did have an opportunity to see Mr. Ogletree's hand on that day, is that correct?
That is correct.
Does this photograph
Oh.
fairly and accurately depict the cut as you've seen it on December 7th of 2023?
Yes, sir.
Permission to publish, Your Honor?
Proceed.
Can you make that a little bigger, Ms. Nicholson? What are we looking at in State's Exhibit 51? If you could describe for the jury.
That was the marking on the, I guess the pinky knuckle on inmate Ogletree's right hand.
Okay. Then did you also have an opportunity to take photographs of Mr. Cummings' hands?
That's correct.
I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification purposes in State's Exhibit 93, 94. You can take a look at those and tell me whether you recognize what you're looking at.
Yes, sir. These are inmate Cummings' hands.
Hang on a second. 93 and 94.
Yes, those would not be on your list, Your Honor.
Well, I have a 93. Oh, yeah. 94, 95.
I'm going to have to make a change there.
Coach. I don't need it. I don't.
I just must have moved that. But I thought it was 94, 95. Okay.
I don't want to talk about ego. So it's not different. Hey, just what you got?
Flip over.
You
Okay, I think we're about to end.
Flip this 47.
I'm actually, for housekeeping measures, going to make these 94 and 95. Putting State's Exhibit 94 on the screen. What are we looking at in State's Exhibit 94?
That would be the palm photos of inmate Cummings.
And then putting State's Exhibit 95 on the screen.
The back of his hands, inmate Cummings' hands.
And did you observe any cuts, marks, scrapes, or anything to Mr. Cummings' hand?
No, sir.
And one moment, Your Honor. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Cross.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. So we're at 2:34:06. All right, I'll resume this tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern again. Ideally, I'll get through it all tomorrow, but we'll see. My goal is to get through it all tomorrow. Okay, good to know, Jim. And hopefully get the verdict tomorrow. Maybe a little bit on Friday, but I'm gonna try to finish it tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Court roulette at 10 a.m. Eastern, and then more of the Ogletree at 5 p.m. Eastern. Oh God, sorry guys. Wow, I'm tired. Sorry, I was up at like 2, couldn't sleep. Okay, so I'm going to send you over and redirect you to Excited Utterance, my co-host. Okay, so we have Emmy, which I'll probably skip most of because that's oof. And then DNA, and another witness first, then Cross of Creech. Okay. So yeah, I shall see y'all over at Excited Utterances. You guys have a great night, and see you tomorrow. Don't even have an outro. God dang it. Oh well. Bye.